This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitors' sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. His guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from a snowy Paycor Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Tua taps it forward. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Tua now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads them out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. And I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Kirsten Darrisaw, the 1st-round pick in 2021. Guilty that time. From the gun, it's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Will get about 6 before he's taken down. It is 3rd and long.
That's a gain of 6. brings up 3rd and
Out of the
12.
shotgun. It's gone. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Fake the hand. Now, Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Chase Young. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Cards offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Algier. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down. They need 5.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Algier. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down. Goff. To the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Arizona. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. Uh-oh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
a shotgun snap for 2. Oh, Parsons getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Raymond going to return it. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. There's Jonathan Gannon, the head man for the Cardinals. His guys heading back onto the field. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll get this out to Algier. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. He'll find Shakir open right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing to Goff. He gets this complete to Shakir. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
11 more yards. That's another Cardinals 1st.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is Algier. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cardinals.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
A give, running right, is Algier. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. 2nd quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. Here's 3rd and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Lawrence Armstrong getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking. Get yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. Flush to his right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. That's Elijah Molden who took him down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
It's a gain of 4.
Third and 2. Jungle Bailoa. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the Bengals
on first and 10, here comes Jacobs. Oh, a loose football. The Cardinals say they have it, and they do. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On the ground, it's Jacobs. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
Down at the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
A gain of 1. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Leads to second and goal.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 10-7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. This one complete to Bourne. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Oh, the ball's out. It always feels like it's a safe play. Just have the quarterback keep it, get that first down, try to extend it. But here, it's not free, and the defense will take over.
Yeah, the priorities of a quarterback sneak, Mike, are A, get the first down, B, protect yourself, but C, protect the ball. And he was not able to do the third part of that act, and he's going to cough it up now and give the ball right back to this defense.
The Bengals offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run with Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Whoa. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it
From the gun, here's Tua. In trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this first half.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Bengals will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cardinals offense ready for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He's dropped for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Goff to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Cardinals first
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man there. It is Bourne. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A second down throw for Goff. And taken in by Shakir. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Cardinals, first down.
Open man is Shakir, and that's complete. Here comes 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Goff.
At the 29-yard line.
That's complete to Algier. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Algier. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
On
6.
2nd down, Goff. He could not get rid of it, and down he goes.
Jared Goff sacked. A loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half. On the return, here comes Shakir. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own
1st and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now Goff going to hold on to it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 37-yard line.
3rd and 9. To throw is Goff. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is what can happen again, when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike, you force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We'll go again here with Algier. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Duvernay to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Aleem McNeil in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, it's Algier. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. The all-pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. 2nd down and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. at the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Third down.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. That's over the middle to the tight end center. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Cardinals offense and Tyler Algier getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Man in motion is Ingram. They'll work the middle here with Algier. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards, up with the 29. 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
And the Cardinals on the
Handoff, it's Algier. And he shows off his strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go right back to Algier. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give up the middle to Algier. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Goff. There's a short one taken by Ingram. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. 17 yards, the gain there. It's an Arizona first down.
17 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Algier. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Cardinals.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll run it here with Algier. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And that's going to move them closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but
this one is caught on fourth and goal. They deliver. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Arizona. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bengals 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And he'll get about 6 out of that run before being forced out of bounds. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
Third and a yard. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cards offense and Tyler Algier getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
In motion, Shakir.
7 at the 26-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Algier. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. The Cardinals lining up for punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Duvernay with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Running from the pistol is Jacobs. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Tua. Throw on the run is complete. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. A short game. Down to the 7.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2.
A shotgun snap for 2. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. To throw is Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one caught just past the pylon. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Raymond now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. There's Jonathan Gannon, the head man for the Cardinals. His guys heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
We'll go again here with Algier. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. He's looking deep for Shakir. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted there, and they force fourth down. The Cardinals line up for a punt. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. This fielded inside the 35. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Micah Parsons. He's been tough to stop all night. Now with 3 sacks in the game. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And we all like to see tick on. So put yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low if you want this dude.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here's 2nd down.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16.
Tua gonna throw. He's got his man on the in-route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
A play fake. Now, Tua to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. And you could maybe put this one in the surprise column. Their team certainly not accustomed to practicing in, much less playing in the snow. They had a game plan. They made it work. They're going to get out of here to warmer climates, warmed by a victory.